94% of traders are about to miss the next massive alt season, and they won't even realize it's happening on chain now as we speak. Right now, my friends, these charts are flashing unbelievably strong signals. As we speak, top tiny coins are breaking out while everyone is distracted. In the next second, I'm going to show you the 9 best on-chain microcaps, including the exact ones I'm watching for the next 500x gains. You absolutely need to see the final charts. I have a strong feeling the next 100x is hiding in here. No time to waste. Press that like button, leave a comment, let's get on to it. Here we are with SPX, one of my best trades, one of my best predictions when it comes to the entire on-chain market. As predicted, it bounced off of scenario 1. I changed nothing. Why did it bounce off of this scenario 1? Well, of course, because of the war, but also look, resistance here, support here, another resistance support here, and it's bouncing incredibly hard. Can it touch this 900 million market cap zone again? I think it can. I think it's unlikely right now, though. I would say like 25%, 30% odds. There's a bigger likelihood that we're just gonna chop a little bit here and then print new all-time highs, and I think SPX is then ready to go to 2.5 billion market cap. Is it a good buy here? Yeah, I think it's a good buy here. It's a good accumulation. Starting here, maybe it goes a little bit deeper and then it continues into new all-time highs. But as predicted, it bounced off scenario 1. I'm gonna leave at the end the video where I explained the 2 scenarios with the war. The war intensifies, and then scenario 2 is a revisit of the lows, and scenario 1 is what we just witnessed. Nothing ever happens, then we are bouncing off of these major support lines. SPX is bouncing. This is very bullish. This is just the beginning of the next on-chain season. Let's get on to the next chart. That's very important. Fartcoin, as you can see, look at the liquidity, 19.9 million. Look at the SPX liquidity, 17.8. I think SPX is about to turn into the most important on-chain meme. I think it's gonna flip Fartcoin. Fartcoin looks good. It's also bouncing off of here, but it's not looking as strong as SPX. SPX just has more gas behind it. Why? Because it has, I think, a better community, and it has something that Fartcoin doesn't, which is it has a leader. Murad is leading it, and coins need leaders. ADA had a leader. XRP has 3 leaders. ETH has a leader, even though the leadership is kind of weak. Solana also has a bunch of leaders, from VCs to Anatoly. BTC has a ton of leaders. You need leadership on these coins, not just some random anon on-chain trading. And that's why when it comes to normie appeal, SPX is better, I think, for the future than Fartcoin. So we need to keep tracking SPX every single day. Once it starts correcting, liquidity will also flow into some of these other mid caps and then the tiny caps. Speaking of tiny caps, one of my best predictions in the past month, 𝗘𝗫𝗖 printed new all-time highs again. It keeps printing new all-time highs again and again and again. This is the Hello Kitty meme. This is highly memeable. This is incredibly famous in the entire world. I think it has a ton of potential. It just went to the 1 fib line extension, and I think it's going to go to the 1.6 and then the 2.6. So we're going to see 16 million and then 24 billion. And there's really nothing else to add. I've already taken my profits. I have a moon bag. I'm just excited and waiting for this to reach my levels so I can take even more profits. Then we have, when it comes to tiny market caps on Solana, I'm watching this one called Mircat. I have no position yet. I think it has some potential. The chart looks okay-ish. It looks like it's going to print some type of like U-shaped type recovery and print a cup and handle, so probably going to see something like this and then continuation of the trend. I'm thinking of buying some. The perfect entry though would be something like 400k, but this would actually kind of wreck the structure of the chart, and I think the last line for this is something like 390k. If it goes below, I think it's over for this meme, so I'm still watching it and I'm going to see if I can get something like a better entry. If it goes a little bit higher, I'm still not going to buy, and if it goes to all-time highs, then on the correction I'll buy, because that's basically confirmation that this chart will go higher and higher and higher. So what I'm expecting is either this, and then on the correction I'll grab it here, and I think the correction will probably be somewhere back to a little bit below a million market cap, and this is the type of chart that I like to buy. I don't like buying here, okay? It can still die. Anyways, let's get on to the next. Here we are on ETH. Ethereum has a good meme. 𝗍. Remember I was talking about 𝗍 on Solana and it did like a 10x but then it died? Well, guess what? The first 𝗍 was on Ethereum, launched on April 2023, and we grabbed some here at 3 million market cap, right at this bottom of the trend line. It hit perfectly. All the guys in the 𝗍 community were saying it's not going to go there, it's not going to go there, when 𝗍 was over here, and I was like, I don't care. If it doesn't go there, then I'm not going to trade it, I'm not going to buy it. It actually went there and now it's bouncing. Here's one cool thing. You see Padre? We are on Padre right now. Padre is the only on-chain terminal that has EVM integrated. So you have SVM, so Solana, and you also have EVM, and eventually they're probably going to add Hyperliquid as well, but they have Base and they have ETH, so you can actually trade these memes on Base and ETH on Padre. There's a link down below. Join Padre right now. I think it's right now the best platform for trading anything on chain. So 𝗍 on Solana, 𝗍 on Ethereum. Very, very, very good chart. Printing a W type formation. I think we're going to see all-time highs and it's looking amazing. Don't forget, this is the enemy to Pepe. This is like Pepe's competitor. So the potential here is insanely high. Now continuing on to Base. This is another chart that we can watch on Padre as well and trade it there. It's called 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. This is a DeFi token and it's looking amazing. I mean, look at this, looking amazing. I'm looking for an entry. It's at all-time highs, but I'm looking for an entry at 400 million market cap, maybe even 376. If you look at the first resistance on the day one, it basically also acted as resistance here on the 4th of May and then turned into support on the 1st of June. And so I think if it pulls back, I'm going to buy some there and then some there, and then it continues and it does some type of like V-shaped recovery. That's what I'm waiting for when it comes to 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. There's a likelihood that it won't happen, that it can go like straight to a billion market cap. By the way, this market cap is accounting for all the VC, all the influencer tokens. The actual market cap is something like 3 to 4, maybe 6 million market cap. But when it comes to 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏, I'm looking for an entry and a V-type shape recovery, like a quick entry and then a quick exit, maybe like doubling, tripling my money here. Don't forget, a lot of these base charts are outperforming Solana. This is what is happening when it comes to 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. So the fees and the TVL are increasing. And sometimes what happens is as the TVL increases, as the fee also increase, the price lags a little bit. And this is a good way to trade. So we're starting to see some like fundamentally driven trades, which is good. These are easier to trade than meme coins. And so as fees increase, so does revenue. And so you can find periods where the price is down and the fundamentals are up, as this guy's saying, which is what happened here with 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. It was a banger trade on Base. You can also trade 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏 on Padre, by the way. Then we have Giza or Giza. This one's looking very good. I think the structure of the chart is amazing. This is an AI agent DeFi coin also on Base. I actually bought some here very close to this blue line, a little bit above where the price is at. And I'm expecting us to maybe have a tiny little bit of like a DeFi season here on Base because of 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏 and because also of 𝗖𝗏, which are doing quite well, better than the average of the market. And so I grabbed some Giza or Giza. And what I'm expecting is to sell it at 50 million market cap. Then we have 𝗖𝗏. As I was saying, 𝗖𝗏 is one of the biggest DeFi tokens out there. It's looking good. I'm not buying any 𝗖𝗏 drone. I'm only tracking it because if it continues to go to 800 million, then I think Giza can actually outperform and go to 50 million. And 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏 should also outperform and maybe even go to a billion market cap. That's why I'm tracking. Another one that I grabbed today is LiquidSwap. So Liquid, remember I was charting it down here. It's still respecting this trend line. It went slightly below the trend line. We traded it amazingly. We sold it. And now I'm re-entering because everything on Hyperliquid is pumping. Hyperliquid right now has the best on-chain coins, best tiny market caps of all. If you look at like the top 20, top 50, they're all green, while Solana is kind of struggling. And if you compare Solana to Hyperliquid, the chart, the TA, Hyperliquid is looking so much better and it's doing more fees, it's doing more volume. So not on-chain, it's just doing better overall. So Liquid launch is something that I grabbed here very close to the trend line. I wouldn't grab it here because it's currently at resistance. So what I'm expecting is a return to this trend line and then a continuation because I do expect some resistance here. If there's no resistance, what I would do is wait for it to pump and then come back to support and then continuation. But right now it's at a bearish fair value gap. So a return to the median, to this bullish fair value gap. If it actually goes below this median line, this upwards trend line, that's the actual best place to buy. If you can grab it anywhere in here, then you're buying cheap Liquid launch. This is the first native ERC20 token fair launch platform. Okay, we all know launchpads are the trade right now. Launchpads, memes, and right now the AI DeFi related tokens, ICM tokens, are still doing well. So take a look at Liquid. We've already traded it well and it's looking quite good. Anyways, guys, this was the show. If you want to see me chart more stuff on Base, on ETH, on Hyperliquid, leave a comment down below. I'll definitely need to grab more stuff on Hyperliquid because it's doing amazing. Other than that, tomorrow I'm going to update you guys with more stuff on Solana because this is still our primary trading chain. If you want to join my private group Padre, there's a link down below. Enter and it will be free if you enter and start trading on Padre under my link. I have so many things happening in the background. The group is almost ready, almost done. I'm just talking to some people that are going to help me there and work full time on the group. Trust me, it's going to be the best group when it comes to crypto groups on Discord. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow with more banger charts, completely different charts. Let me know in the comments what you want. If you want me to trade more tiny market cap stuff, more daily runners, more stuff on other chains or not, or if you want me to just stick to Solana, because I listen to every single comment and positive criticism. Thank you very much. See you guys tomorrow.